Welcome back to Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. We are here again to see 16 teams from across Green Country compete against each other for the chance to win scholarships and the I Want Answers Championship. Today's competitors are the Porter Pirates and the Morris Eagles. Let's meet the players for the Morris Eagles.
Mason Martin, senior.
I'm Corey Abernathy, senior.
I'm Kendra Fitzel, senior.
I'm Austin Rowland, I'm a senior.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. And their competitors, the Porter Pirates.
Charles Nichols, senior. Solomon Cornell, senior.
Colton Wiley, senior.
Wesley Forbes, senior.
Thanks for being here. All right, to begin with, we start with the speed round. Remember, teams, these are individual answer questions worth 10 points each. No conferring. Are you ready to play? Are you ready to play? Do you want questions?
Yes, sure.
Good, because I want answers. Here's your first speed question. Quote, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Identify the author of this quotation. Yes, Morris.
Thoreau.
That is incorrect. Porter, you get a chance. That would be William Shakespeare. Give me the French term for elegant literature, literally fine letters. Yes, Porter.
Calligraphy.
Incorrect. Morris. That would be bellets. Bellets. Next speed question. At his command, the sun stood still for about a day while he was battling in Canaan. Can you name this biblical leader? Yes, Morris.
David.
That is incorrect. Porter.
Saul.
Incorrect. Joshua. Upton Sinclair wrote a novel published in 1906 which exposed the evil practices. Yes, Porter.
The Jungle.
That is correct. Who was Mitt Romney's vice presidential running mate in the 2012? Yes, Porter.
Paul Ryan.
That is correct. What five-letter word that begins with the letter B and means show embarrassment? Yes, Porter.
Blush.
That is correct. What object was the quest of Jason and the Argonauts? Yes, Porter.
To find the Golden Fleece.
That is correct. He laid the foundations for the first system of symbolic logic. He improved on Pascal's calculating machine. Independently of Newton, he discovered infinitesimal calculus. Who was this philosopher? Yes, Porter.
Aristotle.
Incorrect. Morris.
Buell.
Incorrect. It'd be Leibniz. A non-sectarian, non-partisan organization was founded in 1912 by Mrs. Juliet Lowe of Savannah, Georgia. Can you name this organization? Yes, Porter.
The WCTU.
Incorrect. Morris? Yes.
WCLU.
Incorrect. How about the Girl Scouts of America? Moving on. The FDA recently plans to investigate the safety of what added ingredient and its effects on children and adolescents. Yes, Porter.
Pink slime.
Incorrect. I'll continue. Adolescents, just as Wrigley introduced Alert Energy Gum. Yes, Morris.
Caffeine.
That is correct. What is the meaning of the formal abbreviation VIZ or Viz? Time. It means namely. Mark Twain's real name was Samuel Langhorne Clemens. What was George Eliot's real name? Mary Ann Evans. Okay. The United Nations is headquartered in New York City. In what country are the United Nations European headquarters located? Yes, Morris.
Switzerland.
That is correct. Define aboriginal. Yes, Morris.
Indigenous.
That is correct. A 2-year-old girl born without a trachea recently got a new implant partially created with what type of her own cells, hoping that her... Yes, Porter.
Stem cells.
That is correct. This is a math question. What is the radius of a circle if it's equal in area to a triangle with an altitude of 4 pi and a corresponding base of 16? Math questions will give you additional time. Yes, Morris.
4.
That is incorrect. Porter. Not too far off. 4 square root of 2. 4 square root of 2. Back to speed. Who is the Greek goddess of love and beauty? Yes, Morris.
Aphrodite.
That is correct. Christy Mathewson developed the fadeaway pitch at the beginning of the 20th century. By what name is it known today? Yes, Morris.
Slider.
That is correct. A gasoline engine that has a rotor instead of a piston is sometimes called a rotary engine. It's also called by the name of its inventor. Who was he? That would be Felix Wankel, the Wankel engine. He recently moved back to the Vatican to live out his retirement in a restored convent close to where his successor now leads the Roman Catholic Church. Name him. Yes, Porter.
Benedict.
Yes. Yes, Pope Benedict, yes. Okay. The Charge of the Light Brigade by Alfred Lord Tennyson opens with what 10 words? Yes, Porter.
The soldiers march into the valley.
That is incorrect. Yes, Morris.
The soldiers march into the valley of the shadow of death.
Incorrect. It is half a league, half a league, half a league onward. In January of 1932, at the request of President Hoover, Congress established a federal loan agency which did much to keep the Depression from getting even worse. What was the agency called? Yes, Morris.
The FDIC.
Say again?
The FDIC.
That is incorrect. Porter, you get a chance. It would be the Reconstruction Finance Corporation. That's all right. More speed. Set in Japan, the novel Shogun was written by what author? Yes, Morris.
Suki.
Incorrect. Porter. James Clavell. Many peace treaties were signed in Paris. Which was signed in 1898? Yes, Morris.
The Treaty of Versailles.
Incorrect. Porter.
The Treaty of Paris.
Incorrect. The Spanish-American. What term is used for the U.S. government's across-the-board budget cuts, which took effect on March 1st? Yes, Porter.
Sequester.
That is correct. White clothes tend to turn yellow after continued laundering. A dye of what color is added to detergents to neutralize the yellow color and make the laundry appear white? Yes, Morris.
Blue.
That is correct. Who was the Greek god of the sea and all inland waters? Yes, Porter.
Poseidon.
That is correct. The Elgin marbles are now in the British Museum, having been purchased by the British government from Lord Elgin. What are the Elgin marbles? Yes, Morris.
Jewels.
Incorrect. Porter?
Stones.
Incorrect. A collection of Greek sculptures, originally from the Parthenon. You didn't know that? All right, back to speed. Brazil produces the most coffee. What country produces the most tea? Yes, Morris.
China.
Incorrect. Porter. Yes, it's okay.
Britain.
Incorrect. India. India. Willem Alexander recently became the first king of this nation since 1890. In the interim, the country had only queens. He ascended a throne largely stripped of political power, but still invested with huge symbolic significance for the people. Name the country. Yes, Morris.
Portugal.
Incorrect. Porter.
India.
Incorrect. The Netherlands. Okay. It is Oh, good thing I didn't really start. That's the end of the first round. Score stands at this point with Porter with 80 points and Morris with 60 points. Close match so far. And now we enter the advantage round. To gain the advantage teams, you must be the first to correctly answer a speed question. Any team member may answer that. Once a team correctly answers a speed question, they are given 3 advantage questions worth 5 points each. While you are allowed to confer on these teams, answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain. Once an advantage category is complete, it'll be back to speed questions to gain a new advantage. Ready? Here's your next speed question. It is defined as a living plant museum, a collection of gardens, flowers, shrubs, and trees carefully planned to convey both pleasure and scientific knowledge. What's the term? Yes, Morris.
A botanical garden.
Say it one more time.
A botanical garden.
Incorrect. Porter. Yes.
Herbarium.
Say again.
Herbarium.
Incorrect. An arboretum. An arboretum. Still looking for an advantage. New speed. Where and when is the annual Tournament of Roses held? Time on that. I'm sorry. Pasadena, California on January 1st. Still looking for an advantage. Garibaldi was born here, although he didn't have to fight for its liberties. This town is situated in the Mediterranean at the base of the Maritime Alps. What is the name of this friendly French resort? That would be Nice, but spelled like nice. Isn't it nice? Okay. Define oblivion. Yes, Morris.
Nothingness.
Incorrect. Porter.
The lack of something.
Incorrect. Forgetfulness or obscurity. Still looking for advantage. Math question. Find the limit as x approaches -5 of the quantity x squared plus 3x minus 10 all over the quantity x plus 5. Again, additional time. Yes, Morris.
Undefined.
Incorrect. Porter, you still have time. It would be -7. Still looking for advantage. Also, math question. 2 ordered pairs on the Cartesian plane are 4, 5, and 7, 20. Calculate the slope of the line through them. Yes, Morris.
5.
That is correct. You have the advantage. What are the capitals of these Scandinavian countries? Number 1, Denmark.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen is correct. Finland.
Helsinki.
Helsinki.
Helsinki is correct. Sweden.
Yeah.
Oslo.
Incorrect. Stockholm.
Yeah.
Back to speed for a new advantage. Tchaikovsky composed the Pathetique Symphony. Who composed the Pathetique Sonata? Yes, Porter.
Beethoven.
I'm sorry?
Beethoven.
That is correct. You have the advantage. Your category here is IX. Identify these words ending in ICS. Organic synthetic products that are molded, cast, extruded, or laminated into various shapes.
Plastics.
Plastics is correct. The study of spoken sounds.
Linguistics.
Incorrect. Phonetics or phonics. The science or art of assembling, shaping, or ornamentating materials in construction.
Architectural works. I have no idea.
I don't think that's a word, Solomon.
Yeah, no.
I have no idea.
Okay. Making up words might also work sometimes. Tectonics. Tectonics. All right, back to speed. Looking for advantage again. Math question. Give the points of intersection for the following equations. Y equals x squared, and y equals the absolute value of x. Yes, Morris.
0, 0.
Incorrect. Porter. Yes.
0.
Incorrect. 0, 0 is one of them, but there are two others. Negative 1, 1, and the order pair 1, 1. 3 intersections. Still looking for advantage again. In which president's defense did William L. Marcy state, "To the victor belong the spoils"? Yes, Porter.
Lincoln.
Incorrect. Morris? Yes?
Roosevelt.
Incorrect. Andrew Jackson. Jane Magazine says this sport is to water skiing what snowboarding is to skiing. Name it. Yes, Porter.
Water skiing?
Incorrect. Morris? Yes?
Snow skiing.
Incorrect. Wakeboarding. Wakeboarding. 7 Canadian provinces border the United States. Name 5 of them. Yes, Porter.
British Columbia, Saskatchewan, Ontario, Winnipeg. No, wait. Nova Scotia. No. I can't think of that.
Okay, time on that. Morris, you do get a chance. That's okay.
Saskatchewan, British Columbia, Ontario, Winnipeg, and Quebec.
Incorrect. Winnipeg is not, that's a city. Okay, it's Alberta, Manitoba, New Brunswick would be the other ones not mentioned. All right, we're still looking for an advantage. Who was the wife of Orpheus, who is Yes, Porter.
Clytemnestra.
Incorrect. Eternally condemned to Hades because he failed to lead her out without looking back.
Persephone.
Incorrect. Eurydice. Eurydice. Oh, and that's the end of the advantage round. Score stands right now with Porter at 85 points and Morris with 70 points. Pretty close match. All right, we jump into the third round where the team's ability to think on their feet will be tested. For this whirlwind round, the team with the lowest points gets to pick from 1 of 3 categories. They can pick a category for themselves, or they can pick the category for the opposing team. Should they pick the opposing team's category, their opponents will get to choose a category for them. Each team will have 60 seconds to answer as many of the 10 questions in the category as possible, with correct answers being worth 10 points each. You may confer teams, but all answers must come from the team captain. You may pass on a question at any time by simply saying pass. All right, well, Morris, you're the ones trailing at this moment. Your categories are Christmas anagrams, It's About Time, or Pirates. Now, are you going to choose for yourselves or for Porter?
We would like to choose for Porter.
Okay, what would you like for them?
Pirates.
Pirates. Very fitting. Let's see what Porter pirates know about pirates. Sounds good to me. No pressure.
Are they all Blackbeard? Please all be Blackbeard.
Ready? What is the name of Captain Hook's pirate vessel in James Barrie's Peter Pan?
The Lost Boy.
The Lost Boy. Lost Boy.
Incorrect. What insignia is shown on a traditional pirate's flag?
Skull and Crossbones.
Skull and Crossbones.
Correct. In what Gilbert and Sullivan opera about pirates did Linda Ronstadt make her Broadway debut?
It's the Pirates of Penzance.
Pirates of Penzance.
Correct. What Scottish-born pirate captained the 284-ton, 34-gun vessel Adventure Galley?
Blackbeard.
Beef the Lucky. I don't know.
Blackbeard.
Incorrect. The Albatross was the pirate ship of Captain Geoffrey Thorpe in the 1940s film The Seahawk, who played the swashbuckler.
Vincent Price.
What?
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price.
Incorrect. West Indies pirate Edward Teach was known by what more familiar name?
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard is correct. What pirate aligned himself with General Andrew Jackson in 1815 in order to defeat the British? Oh, I'm sorry, that's the end of your minutes. Okay, but Porter, you get a chance to pick a category for Morris. Your categories, again, are Christmas anagrams, It's About Time, and a third one of spelling. What would you like for them?
No. Christmas?
Christmas.
Christmas.
Okay, Morris, Christmas anagrams. Okay. Unscramble the given word to create a Christmas word.
Okay.
Loan.
Noel.
Noel.
Correct. Satan.
Tinsel.
Pass.
Santa.
Corral.
Carol.
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 Carol's correct. Glean.
Pass.
Warp.
Wrap.
Rat.
Wrap.
Wrap is correct. Sown.
Snow.
Snow.
Snow is correct. Rats.
Star.
Star.
Star is correct. Repents.
Present.
Presents.
Present, yes. Weather.
Wreath.
Wreath.
Wreath, yes. German.
Pass.
That's the end of the 10. That last one would have been manger. Okay. Well, good. Good round. Okay. Score stands at this point. Porter has 115 points. Morris with 140 points. Came back with that round. All right. Back to speed questions. Finish off the competition. Are you ready? Are you ready? I want answers. Good. Here we go. Ernest Hemingway earned his reputation as a great writer following the publication of this novel, which depicts the lost generation and the disillusionment that followed World War I. Give me the name of the novel. That would be The Sun Also Rises. Many peace treaties were signed in Paris, which was signed in 1783. Yes, Porter.
The American Revolution.
That is correct. State the prime factorization of the number 126. Yes, Morris.
2, 3 squared, 7.
Correct. A particle's displacement in this kind of motion is defined as amplitude multiplied by the cosine of angular frequency multiplied by time. Demonstrated by a basic pendulum, what is this sort of Yes, Morris.
Angular velocity.
Incorrect. Porter, I'll continue. Basic pendulum, what is this sort of periodic motion? SHM for short. That would be simple harmonic motion. Math question. What number do you get when you subtract 5.83192 from 9? Yes, Porter.
3.16807.
Incorrect. Yes, Morris.
Negative 3.06808.
Incorrect. Positive 3.16808. It was from, yes. Yeah, I'm so close on the decimal place. All right, so back to speed. Which French word used in English means awkward, clumsy, bungling? Yes, Porter.
Foul paw.
Incorrect. Morris. Maladroit or maladroit. I think something like that. The number of molecules in one molecular mass of any substance is known as what? Yes, Morris.
Atomic number.
I'm sorry?
The atomic number.
Incorrect. Porter? Yes?
The atomic mass.
Incorrect. Avogadro's number or a mole. Mole. Which Beatles song begins, "Try to see it my way, do I have to keep on talking till I can't go on"? Yes, Porter.
Let It Be.
Incorrect. Morris? Yes?
Yellow submarine.
Incorrect. We can work it out. In a school in which 40% of the enrolled students are boys, 80% of the boys are present on a certain day. If 1,152 boys are present, what's the total school enrollment? That would be 3,600. Back to speed. Math question. Assume that y equals the natural log of x. Find the derivative of y with respect to x. Yes, Morris.
1 over x.
That is correct. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. I've just cited the opening lines of what poem by what poets? Yes, Morris.
The Raven, Edgar Allan Poe.
Correct. Many peace treaties were signed in Paris, which was signed in 1763. Yes, Morris.
The Treaty of Paris.
Incorrect. Porter? Yes?
The French and Indian War.
That is correct. What language arose from trade relations between the Arabs and East African coastal people? Yes, Morris.
Afrikaan.
Incorrect. Porter? Yes?
Swahili.
That is correct. And that is the end of the third round. Score stands with Porter with 145 points, Morris with 170 points. Well played. That was a good match both. Thank you, Pirates and Eagles. Well, the Morris Eagles will advance. We'll be playing the winner of last week's competition, the Adair Warriors. But before that happens, we're going to go back and see the winners of the first two competitions face each other. Come back and see who has the answers when the Tulsa Central Braves and the Claremore Zebras meet up in the beginning of the second round here on I Want Answers. If you missed last week's competition, you can view it by visiting our website, rsupublictv.org, and look for I Want Answers. And if you're a big fan, look us up on Facebook by searching for I Want Answers. Well, that's all for tonight. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. If you knew some of the answers, thank a teacher. If you know freedom, thank a soldier. Have a great night.